The timeline for processing currently to the United States for new applications. For your planning purposes, you need to plan that it is going to be about 2 years. The visa priority date for nurses around the world, except for those in India and China, is currently December of 2021. So that means visas are currently being processed for any visa application that was received prior to December of 2021, which is about 19 or 20 months ago. So processing times vary. Processing times are determined entirely by the U.S. government in terms of visa priority dates. So just if you're at the front end of the process and trying to plan out what you're going to do for the next while, just know that it's going to take about 2 years. And that clock on the 2-year timeline starts running. It starts running once your petition has been filed. Okay, it's not 2 years from the date that you're interviewed or 2 years from the date that you get your job offer. It's 2 years from the time that your petition is filed. But with that being said, let me also just briefly comment on what are some of the things that you can do as an applicant to ensure that the process moves forward as quickly as possible and that there's no avoidable delays that are being encountered along the way. We've already touched on the importance of taking and passing the NCLEX exam. Not taking NCLEX it means your processing time is indefinite, right? You're never going to arrive in the U.S. unless you've taken the NCLEX exam. Other things that you can do to ensure that your process is going to move forward as expeditiously as possible is to take the English language test at the appropriate time. And at WorldWide HealthStaff Solutions, we do not require applicants to take an English language exam before an interview or before you're even able to receive a job offer. But nevertheless, taking the English language test at the appropriate time, applying for and completing the visa screen certification process in a timely way, ensuring that you have all of your documents in order, that your passport is not about to expire. These are all things that you can do to help ensure that your application moves forward in the shortest possible time. For planning purposes today, it's 2 years. The visa bulletin changes month by month. It's something that the health staff team monitors very, very closely. And while 2 years may seem like a very, very long time, and it is a long time, and while we always wish the process would go faster, the bottom line is there is a process, and it will yield the appropriate outcome, but it requires you to engage in the process and to get the process started. 2 years is a long time, but 2 years also goes by very quickly. There is no benefit to any applicant in waiting to file your petition, hoping that the processing times will get faster. Visa applications are essentially processed on a first-come, first-served basis, regardless of what the current processing time is. So if you were thinking that maybe I'll be in a better position if I wait till processing times get shorter, that actually would be completely incorrect, because every application that's received in the meantime would be in front of yours. So, it's really important if you want to shorten the timeline for yourself to arrive in the U.S., that you have an immigration application started as soon as possible. Remember this concept of first come, first serve. And the sooner you begin, obviously, the sooner the process will be completed and your visa will be issued.